Hi family, welcome back once again to my YouTube channel. This is Gifty here again. If today is the first time seeing my face, my name is Gifty. I mostly share content about anything in helping you in relocating to Canada and life in Canada in general. Guys, as promised, the sit down video is here. I know I've been away. So in this video, I will tell you why I was away, how my summer break has been. Was I able to achieve all that I planned to do in my summer break? And I will try as much as possible to also compare how much I've gained as a part-time worker in Canada and a full-time worker in Ghana. And it will tell you if it is really necessary to relocate to Canada. So right now, I want you to get yourself some snacks and let's get everything started, guys. Today is all about storytelling, and I know you want me to gist you, so get ready and let's get everything. So basically, I was away because I was in my summer break, and this is the only time I can have to work extra hours to make sure I'm able to gather much money to support the family with one or two things. As you all know, international tuition is not easy. So one of my plans in my summer break was to gather as much as I can to support my husband so we pay off my tuition fee. The next one was to move into a new apartment. Okay, because when my husband moved, we were living in one bed and it wasn't that convenient, so we had to get our privacy. So that was one aspect of it. And the other plan was to get my driver's license, which I'll bring a video on. And the other one was to get ourselves a car. Okay, so in Canada, car is not like it's not fun. It's a necessity. It's not like luxury. It's a necessity because moving in winter and everything is not easy. It's not easy at all. So we plan to get ourselves a car, and yeah, that was all about the summer. And the last one was to just have some fun from work before I go back to school. So as you all know, Canada, we have like I think 3 seasons and 3 semesters. We have the winter, the fall, and the spring intake. So in January is the winter, then you go to your spring, which is from May. Then you have a break for summer, then you go back in fall, which is from September. So basically you have 4 months break for the summer, okay, and other breaks are just 2 weeks. So the 4 months period is the only time you can work extra hours to meet your needs, okay. So I decided to do that for the summer break. And guys, yes, I was able to achieve all. So guys, I think I vacated in April. Okay, so before I vacated, I was having 2 jobs, but for some 2 or 3 things I have to drop one. So when I vacated in April, like middle of April, I used that opportunity to apply for another job because you don't need to work one job, or you don't need to. You have to get like 2 or 3 jobs so that you can hover around stuff. So I try to submit my resumes around, and I think in the end of May, by the end of May, I had a response from one company and I was employed, and I started working with them in I think July. So I was still receiving like just from one company, so averagely I received like 1,005 Canadian dollars. So you can convert it in your your currency. So I was just receiving 1,500 Canadian dollars averagely. Like, it can go up if I work extra hours, but that was how much I was receiving. So I received this pay till maybe from the airport till when I got the new one in May. So sorry, in July. So I had that extra fund from them as well, receiving like 1,200, and so averagely, like, my total income per 2 weeks will be like 2,500 to 2,700. So averagely, let's say 2,500. So I was receiving this pay like every 2 weeks. In Canada, we pay every 2 weeks. So that was how much I was receiving from both of them. So I was able to gather as much as 36,000 at the end of my summer break. So my summer break is almost ending. Today is like April 23rd, and I'm shooting this video, so I'll go back in September. So I cannot work that much again. As you all know, immigration was 20 hours, and it came to unlimited hours from January, and it ended in, I think, April or something. Then they came back again that we should work 20 hours, and from September next month we can work 24 hours as international student. So I had the opportunity to work unlimited hours whilst I was in my course. So when I vacated, I worked extra hours because I had no courses to be dealing with. So in total, that was how much I gained at the end of like August, in this August. So let's make some maths here. As a part-time worker in Canada, I gained 36,000 in just 4 months. Okay. So as a full-time worker in Ghana, I was actually receiving like 2,500 averagely as a full-time worker in Ghana. So when I made my math, it seems like I had to use 166 months to gain that much of money that I've gathered in just 4 months. So 166 months. So looking at 166 months, I made some math here, and it was like I will use 13 years to have gained this money when I was in Ghana. Guys, so are you getting the vibe? This is a part-time. It's not full-time. It is not full-time. It is part-time. So I should have used 13 years to have gained that amount. 36,000 Canadian dollars in just 4 months part-time. I would have used a full-time job in Ghana to have gained that amount in 166 months and 13 years. So you get it. So these are all the reasons why it will tell you, no matter how the immigration changes, if you have the dream that you want to further your education, or you want to make up life in abroad, guys, I know in the beginning it is all struggles, okay, but it's gonna make sense later. Okay, right now the money that I told you, the 36,000, I had to pay like other expenses. So I had to pay my tuition fee for the semester, like for my 4th semester was about 9,000. It was just 9,000 Canadian dollars. So you can convert it. That is how much I'm paying as international students in Canada. It's not easy, guys, but it makes sense when you are done with school. When you are done with school, it will actually make sense. So I paid my tuition fee, and one of my plan in my summer break was to get a new apartment. So when my husband moved in Canada, we were living in a single room. If you can see my previous video, you will see. So we plan to have an apartment so we can get our privacy, and that was part of the summer budget and summer plan. So yeah, we got it. So if you want to know how you can get an apartment in Canada, I would also bring a video on that. And currently we are paying like 1,400 Canadian dollars for like a single bedroom and hall and kitchen and a lot of storage, toilet and bath, a balcony, and a lot. So we pay for this with heat and hydro, and apart from that, you have to pay for parking for the car. So that is how much we are paying for the rent. So out of all these things that I am telling you, I use part for my tuition fee, I use part in support of my husband and other life expenses. So one of our budget and our plan for the summer break was to get ourselves a car, because as you all know, rental in Canada is like hell, guys. And you know, I work in the community. I have to go to one house to the other to provide care, and with that, currently I'm also working at a retirement home, which you will stay there for your hours of work, 12 hours or 8 hours, then you can go back home. So it's not easy to be working up and down. So we decided to get ourselves a car so we can use up and down for our transport. And another thing was that I get my driving license in Canada, because if you are from back home, you would have to skip some steps when you need a driver's license here. I'll bring a video on that as well for you. So basically, I was able to achieve whatever that I planned in the summer break. Okay, so guys, as you can see, all this money, none is left. Oh, because you have to also leave some for, you know, I have my last semester from next January before I complete. So I'm left with 2 semesters. So you need not to squander everything. You have to put some down. So in my last semesters, I don't want to work too much. I want to focus and pass my exams, because that is what will help me to get my certificates and my PR process and everything in Canada. So I don't want to work too much. So I'm also planning to leave some so that I can pay off with my other tuition fee. So guys, it's not easy. The expenses are too much. But I am telling you that if you are done with your program, it will make sense to you. It will make sense. Look at just 4 months how much I was able to gather. So let's say there wasn't any tuition fee for me to pay. It is all in my pocket, and this will help you to grow very, very fast in your home country. So I think there is a lot of immigration changes currently going on, with not changing programs, increasing the standard of like the living expenses here, and proof of fund, and a lot of visa refusals and rejections. Now, no matter how you even make your application, you still get the refusals. But guys, I am telling you, don't lose hope. I will always tell you that. Do not lose hope in whatever that you are doing. Please try as much as possible. Apply to these colleges, apply to this master's program, which is like 1 year. Come get your tuition paid. And I always tell you that if you are able to pay your first semester tuition fee, the rest of the tuition fee will be easy, because when you come as a student, by hook or crook, even if it delays, you will still get yourself some job. Just add prayers. I always believe in prayers. Just add that, and it's going to make sense to you. So guys, So far, that was my summer plans. That is the reason why I was away, because this was the only time I could work. The only time I could work to gather such money. When I'm back in September, I cannot work such hours. So this was the only time I could have used to work such hours. So I am not trying to say back home is not good. Back home is good because, guys, the freedom back home, you won't get that freedom when you come here, guys. There is so much freedom to move around in your home country. You see your parents, you see your families, you see your lovely friends, okay? But hey, when you travel, the beginning is not easy. It's all about struggles. It's all about working and sending it back to bills. Sending it back to bills, guys. It's not easy. So it's just like a hustle life. So you won't get it that easy in the beginning. So if you use the beginning to make like your judgment, maybe you will go wrong. So guys, if you have such dreams, please try as much as possible to try. Don't even give up. Because if I tell you what I went through before I landed in Canada, you won't believe it. You won't believe it. I will one day tell you my story about that. So guys, do not lose hope. If you have been refused a visa, try and request for your GCMS notes. If you haven't watched that video, please go to my videos and get it. How to request for your GCMS note, and know the reason why the visa officer rejected or refused your visa, and come back again and apply. I don't think if you make your corrections, you are going to be rejected the second time. No. So please try as much as possible that you won't lose hope. Do your best. I want you to be here, guys, and make sure you achieve your dreams. So guys, this is what I want to tell you today. This was the reason why I was away. I had to support the family with one or two things and make life a little bit easy for us. It's not easy now, but at least with time things will get better. So guys, I love you all. Thank you for all your subscriptions. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for sharing it. My group members, thank you for everything that you did. I really appreciate everyone, all the questions, all the support and everything. I do appreciate it all. I love you all. Keep watching, and I'll bring you the next video about how to get your apartment, how to get your driver's license, or even how to get a car here. And in fact, I am about a year in Canada, so I will also bring you what I've learned and what you need to know before coming. That would actually help your life here, make things easy for you guys. I love you all. Thank you. Bye.